Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com is now TradingCardMint.com. Please check out their selection of over 20,000 cards with prices cheaper than TCG Player.
Alright, what is up YouTube? MCool40 here. Guys, please check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com down below in the description. Enter MCool40 on checkout. You guys might remember Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com. They're under new name now, so if you guys would be so gracious and check them out. Now, we're going to be profiling my third place box tournament deck profile. We had 29 people. I went 401, lost. I didn't lose the last round to Swiss, tied with Cyber Dragons. I played Goki, Nekroz. No, it was Goki, Sky Striker, Nekroz, Goki, Cyber Dragons, Dinosaurs, and then Mech Knight in the last round. So, whew, it was an event, and to get that far, I'm not disappointed at all with third place. Now, not a lot's changed here, but I think it's important to talk about some interactions, some card choices I made, siding, and things like that. Shout out to my friend Megan for hooking me up with all the cool Naruto stuff. Like, trust me, we can make cool pain memes now. Like, see, all the pain pass, yeah. You had to watch Naruto to understand, so it's okay. But anyway, we're going to dig on in to the current rendition of Sky Strikers. There'll be a lot of people from the LLDS series have been doing things, and I like this build. This is 41 currently. I don't really want to change it because 40 was very weird to me. So 3 copies of Ray, nothing really to change here. This card is bonkers. Yeah, nothing to say there. Now I am playing 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird, 3 copies of Ash Blossom. The format I play in is very Goki heavy. I think we have at least 4 to 5 dedicated Goki players and a 20-man local. So when 1/4 of your field is Goki, I think main decking this becomes a correct choice. Honestly, not allowing the Goki player to make their best boards. I know they can still navigate under their boards. Don't get me wrong, but I think what Droll brings to the table in certain matchups for you is too invaluable. I know a lot of people like Reaper and things like that, but I don't want to dedicate... My extra deck's already tight as it is. I don't want to take any more away from it. And from more of a local level, Ash has just been more of a correct call in general. So, I mean, the Goki won the tournament, Mech Knight Invoke got second, so just things to understand. A lot of people have cut this. I don't think it's correct to cut this. Honestly, for as much as I've played this deck, Diabolsis has been kind of clutch to me. And that's not a bad thing. One of the things that this card gives you is a means to finish games. 3,000 is a problem. And the fact that you can return it on your opponent's turn for another 3k body, in addition to your turn being able to disrupt another card from their hand, this card is dumb. Like, honestly. So that's the monster lineup. Nothing too spicy going on there. Spells, triple engage, no explanation needed. Triple Hornet Drones, no explanation needed. These are all central staples. Triple copies of Widow Anchor, also mandatory staples. If you're playing 2 Widow Anchor, please stop playing this deck. If it's at 3, you play it at 3 for Widow Anchor. Other spells... 2 copies of Multi-Roll. This is another one I've heard a lot of people being like, I kind of only want 1. No. This card is actually broken. The main reason why you do things in this deck is because you get the ability to recur all of your one-time instances. So, you know, Widow Anchor, reset Widow Anchor. There's a lot more value in this than I think people don't want to approve of or acknowledge, but it's there. Now, this is where life decisions start to get the best of us. I'm still playing Desires. Now, a lot of people have cut this card. I think getting the additional resource is important in this regard. Being able to just have a combo starter, and also this does bait Ash, so you can activate this first and get jebaited, and then you can play the rest of your combo. I think this becomes important in that aspect. Because you're playing this, you have to play 2 Afterburner. Yeah, I know. I hate this card at 2, but You play a bad card to play a good card. That's honestly my opinion on that. And then one copy of Jamming Waves. This card's pretty good. I cited this out a lot, actually. It wasn't anything too crazy going on there, but yeah, pot for the additional resource is really good. And like I said, you play 2 copies of this in case it gets banished. That hasn't come up with me yet, actually. So there's that. 1 terraforming, 1 field spell. Yeah, there's nothing to really say about this. The 1/1 split has been absolutely fine. I haven't had a time come up where I've had this on the field and dead drew terraforming. At times I'll side this out too. It just kind of depends on the matchup. Hercules Base, I hate this card, but I love this card. Attacking through Scapegoats is really good, but we have to play against Scapegoat decks. 1 copy of Rhoda. Yeah, it's another spell to get in the graveyard to search for key starters. Foolish Barrel, it's another copy of Diabolsis. 3 copies of Foolish Barrel Goods. This is where the 41st card is, essentially. You can cut one of these and go down to 40 if you really want to. I don't want that to be the case, honestly. Still playing 41, so this, and then we're playing Upstart. I already know the people be like, oh no, he's playing at 41 and Upstart. It's another spell card in the graveyard to accelerate your deck, and it meets the requirements for Sky Strikers. This is fine. Also, like, this becomes any other side deck card I want it to be. Then we're playing 2 copies of Twin Twister. Back row disruption was very key in a lot of matchups, especially since we have a couple Ultra Guys players running around too, so good call for that. And the Heat de Resistance. I won 2 dice rolls against Goki. And this, actually, yeah, won both dice rolls against Goki. This card was actual cancer against them. Same thing against Sky Striker. If your opponent adds back engage, you can hit it. I know a lot of people like impermanence and things like that, but if you win the dice roll and you go first, this card is just bonkers. You just have to kindly understand, or correctly understand what your opponent's doing. If not, I mean, board these out for impermanence, depending on how you're swinging. So, man, tokens, best divider ever, Karen, Sasuke, Pain Paths, Aha. Such cool stuff, little spiders. And then, alright, now the extra deck is a train wreck. I'll be honest with you here. We are playing the best ratios you can here. Now, I've got cherried so much for this guy. Like, it's actually kind of bonkers how many times cherries actually resolves against you. It's almost kind of ridiculous. I shake my head every time, but it's kind of just me. But yeah, this is the Sky Striker ratio. You don't really... you can adjust this as you want, but I don't know. I think it's fine the way it is. Like, Kagari is just such a good card. Like, in and of herself. Hayate kind of sucks. She's good, but... I'm still playing Space Insulator. So, my logic with this is... I do like the combo with this. There are some games that you just kind of find yourself in. You can climb the ladder into this, and then on the next turn you can make this if your opponent doesn't disrupt you, and you can break their board. Because when you make this guy, this comes back to a zone he points to because he is a Cyberse, which will trigger his destruction ability to wipe the board. Also, this card causes weird OTKs in and itself, but I still like the value that Bomber Dragon brings to the table. So, there is that. Phoenix for back row disruption. This was... I'm probably going to cut this for Omega. I wasn't playing Omega for this week. I boarded in Gamma so much, honestly. But this card just didn't do what I wanted it to do, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. So there is that. Ningrissu, oh my god, this card was amazing. Oh, watching the locks, watching Goblin Phoenix be on the opponent's field is dumb as hell. You need a means to break that. And Ningrissu gave me just that. 1 copy of Unicorn. It's Unicorn. And then 1 copy of Boral Sword. Just put this in the deck. It was like, oh cool, I get to OTK people with it. Did not make this card once. I would rather have this been Omega still. So there is that. So we're probably going to cut the Barrage Dragon for the other way around. Now, best side deck cards this weekend and were this. It would have been nice to have Omega. If not, you just get a link to out of this. Which, I mean, hey, Space Insulator. I'll take it. But Omega would have been much better. This card's definitely growing back in value for me. Like, Gamma's actually pretty fucking good. I'm actually kind of shocked. So, Gamma value's increased. 3 sphere modes. Still play this. I would rather just try to prevent my opponent from engaging in the game, honestly. It seems much better than this. I don't know. This card's good, but, like, kind of starting to be a little bit shakier towards it. 3 copies of this. This card makes the mirror fun. Drawing at least 2 to 3 cards in the Sky Striker mirror. That's all I got to say. Like, it's really good. Another Twin Twister and the MST. Or the MST. I didn't board these in. There weren't a lot of back row heavy matchups I played against, oddly enough. And then 3 copies of Impermanence. Yeah, it's Impermanence. Now, I think most of my side deck, if I was playing against Goki, I almost would always bring in these 7, depending on the matchup. Like, say I'm going second, like, I would opt for this. Always signing out this garbage, like 100%. Typically, I'm pretty sure that this was my side deck out. We would take out these 2 Twin Twisters, a Foolish Barrel, and an Upstart, and bring these in. Once again, I mean, it depends on the mode you're playing for the Goki matchup. There is that. Obviously, in the Sky Striker mirror, things are a little bit different. We kind of look away from... I mean, like, Gamma's good in the mirror, don't get me wrong. I mean, I didn't play Omega, so I was crying a little bit more. Like, in the mirror, we want... See, like, this is the part where, like, I'm weird, because Droll does shit in the mirror. So, like, you're obviously going to kick out Droll. You're going to leave in Ashes. Diabolsis does a lot in the mirror. But I was kind of like, well, it's the mirror, so we can kick out Drolls and an Afterburners. And that kind of comes down to, you're looking at these cards. You're like, Upstart Foolish can kind of get us there, and you can board out a Mind Crush and just kind of leave it in at that and bring this in. Like, to the extent in which the mirrors were going, there was this. Also, I mean, to be honest with you, you get hella value off of shit like this in the Sky Striker mirror. Like, bringing these in too was not a bad call. Like, I honestly think when you're playing the mirror, back row disruption is absolutely key. You cannot allow your opponent to essentially advance their game state. Things like these go together. I mean, you don't have to bring in Gammas, but you have to understand that, like, they're going to be hand trapping you while you're trying to hand trap them. So it's definitely something to kind of consider. Just know what you're getting yourself into, essentially, when you're playing this matchup, because it's really weird. Also, Tauntaun is best field center. Change my mind 2018, please. Thank you. So that's all I got for this video, guys. So please check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. I would very much like to hear what you guys have to say about them. Check them out for your guys' trading card game needs. And guys, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out.